I'm being honest with you. I'm not even joking when I say this. When great men fall, don't laugh, learn.
Ooh.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall. When you laugh at somebody else's fall, white or black, rich or poor, your enemy or your friend, you are laughing and opening a way for your own demise when you do that. Because to laugh and not learn, to make mockery and not to understand, is to make the same mistake yourself. Did you hear me?
This is a situation that is a teachable moment that is going on with Shannon Sharpe. I don't know how many more teachable moments like this we need, but I keep telling y'all over and over and over and over and over again, I actually just feel sad. And the reason I feel sad is because once again, we're watching a lack of discipline and a lack of stability have somebody out here fighting for their professional life.
It's crazy.
By the time this podcast come out, who knows what we might find out. You know what I'm
happened?
saying? Taylor, what happened? Pull up the story. It's so much, bro. I don't.
None of us want that.
You just want the news report?
No, pull up the story because I want to say this accurate. I don't even want anything. When he asked me what happened, I want to be able to say what happened.
All right, well,
pull up.
Which one do y'all want?
Not make it bigger. I can't see none of those. I'm telling you, my eyesight is really going to my edge, and I don't want fucking LASIK. I'm gonna get glasses.
You should get it. I got it.
I got it in one eye. I want to be like Chuck Schumer. I want to have the glasses hanging off my nose. I want to be looking like this and shit. Okay. No, I don't want to see go back to the original story. All of that is new. Those are new headlines.
It's the original story, though. There's so much stuff coming out with it.
Okay, right there. Go to the New York Times one. Shannon Sharpe is accused of rape by ex-girlfriend.
I don't have the thing.
Girlfriend seems generous,
Oh, you don't have
right?
a free account. Damn.
No.
Go back.
But doesn't girlfriend seem generous, though?
Isn't
she a professional whore?
You want TMZ?
Allegedly. Isn't that the alleged? It's an allegedly. I just want to point out. I'm asking a question.
Go to US. Just click on the USA Today. Shannon Sharpe denies
sex worker
assault allegations. This is a shakedown. Okay, make it big. I can read this one. All right, let's see. Pro Football Hall of Famer and media personality Shannon Sharpe denies sexual assault and battery allegations filed in a lawsuit against him, alleging that he's the victim of a blatant setup and shakedown attempt. Sharpe has been accused of sexual assault and battery, in addition to engaging in the intentional infliction of emotional distress in a lawsuit filed in Clark County, Nevada on Sunday. According to the suit obtained by USA Today Sports, the plaintiff listed under the alias Jane Doe alleged that Sharpe sexually assaulted her twice, once in October 2024 and again in January 2025. They met at a Los Angeles gym in 2023 when she was 19 and he was 54. One of the attorneys representing Jane Doe was Tony Busby, whom Sharpe accused of targeting him. Sharpe said he expects Busby to release a 30-second clip from a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty. Scroll up some more, Taylor. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. Sharpe said in an Instagram video on Tuesday. You can play that. Just play that. Why not? Play that. Just click on it right there. Click where it says in the Instagram. There you go. I can't hear nothing, Taylor. Taylor, make it. I can't hear nothing, Taylor. Taylor, what about you, man? Taylor.
Yeah. Why y'all hating? Why y'all hating on us?
Taylor.
It should, but just
Taylor, there's a computer malfunction, Taylor. Taylor, come on now, Taylor. Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Now, Taylor, now, Taylor, I need you to make the volume louder now, Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor. Taylor.
Stop it.
Taylor. What? Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Come on now, Taylor.
It's on, though.
Taylor now.
Taylor now.
Come on now.
Do it from my computer because something's wrong.
Okay, there you go. Does he hear from your computer now?
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I do agree that this is a shakedown. I do agree that Shannon is being targeted, but you can't shake down nobody if they don't give you nothing to shake. You can't target nobody if they don't give you nothing to target them for. Shannon is 56 years old. There is absolutely no reason for a 56-year-old man, 54-year-old man at the time, to be hollering at a 19-year-old.
Why are you even hooking up with OnlyFans girls outside of the fact that they're so fucking hot? It's unbelievable.
And that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying. But that's what I'm talking about.
Stupid.
But that's what I'm
how
talking
could
about.
they be so stupid to have sex with a girl on OnlyFans besides the fact that they're so fucking smoking hot gorgeous?
No, bro. At 19?
Wait, what?
No, at 19 years old, no.
She's not 19? How old is that girl?
She's 22 now.
Yeah,
She was 19 when he met her. He was 54.
We talking about 22-year-olds. That's what I'm talking about right now.
You're next, buddy. You gonna be
I'm talking about 22-year-olds.
Like, here's the thing. You gotta have stability and discipline.
I look with my eyes, not my dick.
No, that's a lack of dick discipline. That's what that is right there. Because a 54-year-old person with that much to lose should not be talking to a 19-year-old. Like, listen, it may be legal, but just common sense should say, you know what? This is not what I want to be into.
Also, if you
by the way,
if you hook up with a girl on OnlyFans, it's guaranteed this is going to happen. This is a 99% chance this will happen.
Absolutely. But how green is Shannon Sharpe? He's not a rookie. This ain't a 19-year-old. This is a 23, 24-year-old
I
mistake.
had a good joke, but I didn't know if it was racist or not. You said, how green is it? And I was like, a mile?
Man, shut up. No, how green is he that he ended up in a situation like this? How is this 19-year-old, 22-year-old woman now able to line him up in this way?
You know what's so funny is that when I did his pod, he said this thing to me. It was so peculiar. He's like, I don't get into the elevator with he said single women, or was it single white women? I forget what he said.
Just he don't want to be alone with women in the elevator because anything can happen.
I don't ride the elevator with single women.
Yes,
so
you
now,
cannot do
if
that.
a single woman is on the elevator, I gotta wait.
Wait, why don't you? Because they just get too horny.
No, I don't.
Why
I
do
don't
they
wanna
get
run the risk? Sometimes
run the risk of what?
Sometimes the mention of impropriety is enough to sway people's opinion of somebody.
Really?
So I don't do that.
So if a single woman's going to go into an elevator,
I'm not getting on it.
and what do they think?
I don't let women servers come into my room to bring food.
Really?
If they come to clean the room, I leave the room. I sit in the hallway till they're done. Then I go back into the room.
Now, have you ever blown someone's mind with that? Like, has a girl ever?
No, a lot of times when people see me, it's like, okay, you can get on. I was like, no, I'll wait till the other. They said, no, it's fine. And I just keep it moving like that.
And do you think that they're thinking there's some reverse racism thing there?
No, I don't know what they're thinking.
Do you clutch your purse when white women walk around?
My crossbody? Nah. Because if I'm on the elevator by myself and a woman steps on, I'll get off.
White women only or black women?
It doesn't matter.
And I felt really bad in that moment. Like I was telling Al when we were doing Flagrant, I was like, I felt really bad. I was like, wow, this is another racial dynamic that I don't understand. Like he's a large, muscular black dude, and he has to be concerned going through his everyday life that a random woman could feel threatened and then call the cops, and he could end up in jail for absolutely nothing. I was like, there's a level of racism to this I don't even fucking understand.
I think that's a level too, but I think it's just a level of success, period.
Yeah, and absolutely a level of success, period. But then I see this shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you? You can't be worried about an elevator, but then talking to a girl on OnlyFans.
That's my point. And
they make money by selling the sex.
That's my point.
So if they're fucking you, please believe you're paying for it. You're paying for it one way or another. But this is
maybe he said that to you because he was going through this at the time.
Oh yeah, Tony Busby said they have been contacting him since February.
Yeah. So,
I mean, just keep in mind, if you're talking to any girl on OnlyFans, this is bound to happen to you. This is a 100% guarantee. I don't know. I don't know why any guy would
Yeah, but
do this with a girl on OnlyFans outside of the fact that they're fucking melt your balls.
But I
don't get it. I don't get it.
I have never seen. I don't know the last time I've seen somebody handle something like this so badly.
Wait, why do you think he handled it poorly?
Oh my God! I mean, first of all, number one, when the person has that much audio of you, a person has that many text messages of you, a person has alleged video of you, you know what you should be doing after you get sued? Shutting the fuck up.
Oh, and just going right to court?
Shutting the fuck up. Let the courts handle everything. Let your lawyer handle everything. You shouldn't be making those statements. You damn sure shouldn't have your lawyer doing a press conference saying, I can't believe she filed this lawsuit because we were about to settle with her for $10 million. Huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh?
That's crazy.
I was surprised when I first heard this. I thought Lanny Davis misspoke. Fairly early in the conference call, he mentioned that Shannon Sharpe, during efforts to settle the case before the lawsuit was filed, offered tens of millions of dollars to the plaintiff. And he used that phrase several times, tens of millions of dollars. And I, along with other people who were on the call, asked questions. And the way it worked was you typed your question in. You didn't actually verbally express the question. So you type the question, you send it, and you wait for them to answer it. Multiple people who were on that call asked the question of, is it tens of millions or is it 10 million? What's the number specifically? So eventually, after saying tens of millions several times, Lanny Davis said that Shannon Sharpe offered at least $10 million to settle the case. Now, I practiced law for 18 years. I was stunned by that.
but I actually.
What you mean that was bad? That right there is an admission of guilt. And by the way, it don't mean he's guilty. But listen, when you're first of all, anytime you're settling, it looks like an admission of guilt. And when you're settling for $10 million, you're telling people, I know I did something that's worthy enough of me settling.
I disagree.
Oh, you're bugging. You're crazy.
He works for Disney. He's like, hey, even though I think this is all bullshit, but I think he's just like, I don't even want the image of me choking some girl to be out there. So
what do you mean choking the girl?
They have a video. No, but they have a video of the sex that they had. And I bet you on the video is the choking stuff. So he's like, hey, I worked for the mouse. I don't even want this out there. It's worth paying her $10 million.
The mouse isn't even where Shannon makes all of his bread and butter.
I'm just saying. But
no. Huh? When you pay once, guess what happens? Everybody comes out to play. Diddy is proof of that.
That's
Michael Jackson is proof of that.
This is what I assume Busby's doing, is like dropping this and to see if it's basically breadcrumbs.
Well, Busby
is anybody else going to come out?
Busby said he wasn't going. Busby said the only reason he put that stuff out is because of how Shannon Sharpe didn't respond when they put her name out there. When they started to put her text messages out there, he said he put all this other stuff out there because of how they were trying to discredit her. Once again, that's why you shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. You know, Shannon knows whatever the relationship was with him and that young lady. Mm-hmm. Maybe he wasn't aware of the text messages. Maybe he wasn't aware of the video. I don't know. I don't see how he couldn't have been.
What do you mean he wasn't aware of it?
Maybe she had these screenshots and he didn't know. Maybe she videotaped him and he didn't know. That's the only explanation I could think of why you would come out so hard after you've been sued like that.
But haven't we seen people get killed in the court of public opinion?
Who gives a fuck?
While you're just trying to be quiet and let the courts deal with it?
Who gives a fuck?
I mean, his career.
If you're innocent, who gives a fuck? Everything will come out and you will come out clean in the long run.
This is
who gives a fuck?
Completely separate thing here, but like, let's say she drops the charges, right? How many new signups you think she got on her OnlyFans?
Yeah, a lot.
I bet you she quadrupled her OnlyFans just from the buzz of this.
Well, guess what, Andrew? I respect her because she showed more emotional intelligence in the last 48 hours than Shannon Sharpe and his whole team. Because she hasn't said shit. Yeah. Not a fucking word. I realize why y'all fumble money all the motherfucking time, man. I realize why people fumble opportunity all the time. Because people are ridiculous. Like,
tell me. What do you mean?
a lack of emotional intelligence because they care too much about what the court of public opinion thinks as opposed to the court of law. You're being sued for $50 million and you know that your attorney already tried to settle for $10 million?
So,
and you're doing a video comparing yourself to Jay-Z? Jay-Z didn't settle.
His attorney tried to settle for 10?
Are you listening? Yes.
Oh, I thought that's what his attorney offered $10 million.
His lawyer did a press conference and said he was shocked that they sued because they were approaching a settlement for $10 million that she turned down.
To not release the sex tape.
To not come out, period, with the story.
I thought it was to not release the sex tape.
No,
if it's to not come out with the story, then it seems like an admission of guilt, which I know he's not saying that he did anything, but that would be how it is digested by the audience.
He don't want it to show exactly. Exactly.
The concern is
if you
the
cancel,
public,
exactly.
The public opinion might view it a lot of times in settlement cases. When somebody settles, the public opinion is this admission of, hey, I did this wrong. What a lot of people don't realize is that if things go to court, it could be really expensive, and it's actually cheaper to settle than it is to continue. And usually with the settlement, you say, hey, you can't talk about this case at all. And now in your mind, the case goes away, and then inevitably somebody leaks it, et cetera. But I understand that logic.
And when it comes to the shakedown aspect, it's been a grift for several years now. Like, these lawyers will reach out to your team, and these lawyers will say, hey, this person has these allegations. If you don't, give us a settlement, or, we come to some type of agreement, we're going to hold press conferences and go to the media and blah, blah,
They'll
blah.
assassinate your character and defame you through an allegation. And the fucked up thing is that you can't sue them for defamation because they're the one making the accusation. It's like disgusting abuse of the legal system.
And it's been going on for a long, 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 long time.
So that's what I'm saying. If that's how it would have played out, wouldn't it be smart of him to settle and just deal with people?
Not if I'm innocent.
No, but
I don't care. Like, I truly, honestly.
But what Al's saying is that the collateral damage of you being proven innocent might cost you more.
I believe too much in the universe, and maybe I'm stupid.
I'm with you, bro.
Maybe I believe too much in the truth. I mean, I really do.
We going to court.
That's right.
We going to court.
Jonathan Majors.
What about him?
Allegation, and then he gets proven guilty on just a small portion of what they were charging him for.
But he got found guilty.
Okay, and that's the thing. He doesn't want to take this to court. It seemed like they were just having kinky sex, and he probably chokes her during sex.
I think we're all missing the point, though. He does not need to be in this situation. He put himself in this situation by being 54 years old.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Fucking with a 19-year-old OnlyFans model. Let's all back up for a second. Let's back up.
Yeah.
Discipline and stability.
Discipline,
At
stability.
54 years old, 56 years old, you should be laid up with your wife of 15, 20 years. Y'all should have a few kids, probably some grandkids.
Maybe some grands.
Y'all both should be deciding who's gonna go to CVS to get your goddamn cholesterol medication.
The statin.
Seriously. Y'all should be complaining about your eyesight together.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Y'all should have been doing hot yoga during the day. Like, discipline and stability.
I agree with that.
I don't even want to focus on Shannon Sharpe in this situation. I want to focus on men lacking discipline and stability. How many people are we going to see fall because they lack dick discipline?
You're out here.
How many?
You're hooking up with these OnlyFans girls. This is gonna happen. Every single one of them is gonna do a version of this to you, either behind the scenes or in front of everybody. Every single person. And I don't even understand why the fuck they do it.
What you mean?
I don't understand why they're even going for these
She said
OnlyFans girls.
$25,000 a cheek. That's what the girl said. The girl said $25,000 a cheek. Also, man, salute. I just really can't believe how green Shannon was in this situation. Did you see the text messages, bro? Did you see the text messages when she told him no means no? I asked you to wear a condom.
That shit looks so set up, bro. That shit looks so.
But why would you fall for that?
What did he say back to it?
Can I call you later? That's what he texts back. Can I call you later? That's literally what he texts back. It's just disappointing to see. I'm not even gonna lie, yo. It's just disappointing.
Not unk.
It's just disappointing.
Not
I just want us as men to have more discipline. And I love the fact that this Monique audio was going viral because everything Monique was saying to him was absolutely true.
If they're a sex worker, just know when you have sex with them, that's work. And you're going to have to pay for it. This is not an internship. That's what they do for a living. You're going to have to pay for it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear Big Mo. Let's
No
hear Big Mo.
26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
You ain't wrong when you're right.
all.
A great man once said, you ain't wrong when you're right.
She's not wrong at all. Listen, all of you guys, and I'm consistent in this. We've had this conversation on the podcast before. All you guys that are 40 plus years old, 50 plus years old, be out here running around with these 19-year-olds, early 20-year-olds. That shit is not the flex you think it is, yo.
Listen, I'm telling you right
not
now.
Not the flex you think it is.
You are crazy if you do this. If you're messing with a sex worker, you're going to get worked. Simple as that.
Is she a sex worker, though?
Yeah, she got OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
If you're on
you a sex worker?
If you're on OnlyFans, you're a sex worker.
Yes.
You and sex worker is too kind. I think we have to go back to the traditional term. I think horse is.
Nah. Because some just show lingerie.
If she was a 39-year-old sex worker, if she was a 39-year-old person on OnlyFans, I wouldn't give a flying fuck. The fact that Shannon Sharpe is 54 and got into this with a 19-year-old.
But when Bill Belichick does it, it's fine.
No, let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up. Pull up how old Bill Belichick's girlfriend is. Pull up how old she is.
While she's pulling that up, how come when the Jay-Z allegation came out, you liked the fact that he immediately came out and said something?
Because you knew the Jay-Z shit was cap. It was less than 12 hours and there was tons and tons of fucking evidence against Shannon.
But
it was
what if he feels the same way?
Video. Huh?
No, but what if he feels like, oh, this is cap, this is a shakedown.
Alex, how can it be cap when you know all this shit exists? When you know the video exists, when you know the audio exists, when you know the text message exists?
They're accusing him of rape, and he had consensual sex with
Jay-Z said he didn't even know the woman. Shannon knows he knows this woman.
I'm saying it's not the identical situation, but if he's
Alex,
saying...
listen to what I'm saying. Shannon knows this stuff exists.
Yeah.
You know the audio exists. You know the video exists. You know the text messages.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
I think it's a different. I understand what you're trying to say, but I think it's a very different situation because if Jay-Z's like, I don't even know this person, it's very different than if you have had sexual intercourse with somebody. Like, and listen, there's a lot of people out there that are desperate. Like maybe the OnlyFans wasn't really popping, and who knows? Like you don't know what people are capable of doing. Second, you start selling your body, who knows what you can do after that? Like you can't return from selling your body into society in a normal, functional way. There's the scarlet letter that's put on you, whether we like to admit it or not.
Yeah.
We can try to like sanctify and like clean the slate of people who have been involved in sex work, but the reality is that I think society punishes it in the long term, so it's like, there's a lot of desperation and anger behind that.